the lead coordinator at IEEE Student Branch AMU. So welcome to another episode of MS Series organized by IEEE Student Branch in collaboration with V Affinity Group and IEEE Site. Thank you for being with us today. So the series provides an opportunity to students to get a clearer picture of the skills and other requirements to study abroad and to make them aware of the ample opportunities in research areas and industry abroad. So I would like to welcome our speakers, Mohammad Shahrukh Anis Bhai and Shireen Mahmood Api. So let's start by giving a brief introduction of alumni. Uh, Shireen Mahmood Api is pursuing her MS in Electrical Engineering from Politecnico di Milano, Italy. She has pursued her BE in Electrical Engineering from ZCT EMU. She has also worked for Hardwaganj Thermal Power Plant, Kasimpur, and also volunteered as a volunteer in IEEE UPCon 2019. So moving on to Shahrukh Anis Bhai, he is pursuing his MSc in Mechanical Engineering at Politecnico di Milano, and he pursued his Mechanical Engineering from ZHCT AMU. And he has also worked at Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, Gurgaon, on a project named as Solar Tracking System and Fabrication and Testing of Solar Cells. He also has several publications. So yeah, that's all about the introduction of our eminent alumni. So before the session begins, I would like to ask everyone to drop their queries and questions in the chat to make the talk interactive, and it is upon our speakers whether they want to just answer them immediately or at the end of the chat. So thank you so much for being with us today. Looking forward to have a great session with both of you. With that being said, let us call upon our speakers. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, thanks to Almighty Allah that we are here now, and many thanks to AMU IEEE Student Branch and that you gave us the chance to present the admission procedure in Italy. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you properly.
Okay.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. And after that, many thanks to Dr. Mohammad Tariq sir that he encourages me a lot to present from here. So let's start our session. So you all have our introduction already. These are the topics which we are going to cover in today's session. So let's start with why Italy. Why Italy? It's a very, you can say, important question, since many, almost every student nowadays want to pursue their higher education from abroad. So they don't able to decide where to go, what to do, and which university they have to choose. So so why Italy? Why they are going toward Italy? Because Italy is one of the best destination, you can say, for quality of education. And apart from quality of education, Italy provides fully funded scholarships, merit-based scholarships. And one thing is that Italian universities, besides having very high rankings, they give chance to average students also. Yeah. They don't require many from the student. They just need your dedication. So we can say that Italy is very good in that. You don't need to and you don't need to collect very much documents like this and this. Like you just simply want your degree transcript and your CV just. And for English test, they don't need any English test. If you have, it is very good, but if you don't, then it's okay also. So you just need to provide an English proficiency certificate. And Italy also gives you many chances to exposure to European culture also.
Exchange programs.
Like they provide exchange programs also. So we can say that in this way, Italy is very good if you want to pursue your education.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Now these are some Italian universities with their QS rankings. So since we are from Politecnico di Milano, so we'll focus more on Polyme. So
these are some universities which we have noted down because all the universities which we have listed down here, all the technical universities we are going to talk about, in which Polyme is the best one among all the Italian universities. But what we are discussing here, that which these universities which we have listed down, all the universities are providing the fully funded scholarship. They are also providing the merit-based scholarship, but they also provide the need-based scholarship, which are DSU and Polito gives EDSU. Sapienza is providing Lazio Disco scholarship.
And Bologna
also provide ERGO. These scholarship you can easily get by providing some of the you can say
very few documents, just your family income and composition certificate and property affidavits. Just on these two bases, if you provide required documents, you'll get your whole scholarship. So it's very easy to get the need-based scholarship here. Very, very much easy.
Okay, so we are from Polyme, so we will discuss mainly for Polyme.
Because you know the admission procedure and the scholarship procedure is almost same in every Italian university. You don't need to go for a different process. Almost same process for all.
So Polyme provides both the bachelor's program and the master program. For bachelor program, the fees is around 900 to 3,500 euro per year, and for the master program, we basically are international students, so it's like 3,900 per year. But Polyme provides mainly three types of scholarship. One is merit-based scholarship. In merit-based scholarship, they are providing platinum, gold, and silver, as you can see on the screen. And also the additional scholarship which Polyme offers is like invest your talent in Italy, and you can go directly to the university portal and you will get all the details about that. And also the need-based scholarship is DSU and Mackey scholarship. We will only focus, if you don't get the merit-based scholarship, but
don't worry, you will get DSU.
Then you will get at least DSU, so you don't have to worry about the scholarship if you are coming to the Polyme. So now this is the application procedure, which
application procedure is very simple. First, you have to check the university entry requirements. So entry requirements are not much, just you have 70% or you have 7 CPI out of 10. Just if you have, then you can apply, because if you fulfill this criteria, it means you can fulfill all other criteria. Okay, so you have to just check. Okay, then you have to register online and make your personal account on university portal, and just you have to fill the application form and pay the application fees, and you have to upload 2 or 3 documents like degree, transcript. Yeah, if you are a graduated student, you have to upload your degree. But if you are you are in final year of your graduation, so you can in place of degree alternative, you can upload a bona fide certificate. And then after paying the application fee, you have to wait for your results. So these are some indications
which you can check on the university portal.
You have there is no result type like we have in our AMU, that lists are available on the university website. No, you have to check your personal result on your personal account regularly. So it is based on the university. Sometimes results, they give results within 1 week, and sometimes it takes 1 month. So you have to regularly check your admission. So once you admitted, once you see that you have green color, it means you are selected. And then after that, you have to accept the admission and go for pre-enrollment. The pre-enrollment is nothing but you have to upload your same documents on Universitali website portal and just submit the application. It is a summary they will give you within 1 week or 10 days. And then that pre-enrollment summary is basically required document for visa. So you have to remember to pre-enroll. Because pre-enrollment is not done on Polyme portal. It is you have to do it on Universitali website. So it is the main thing here you have to know. And then you have to pay the administrative fee. Administrative fees is basically of 150 euros, 170, around 170 euros, and which is non-refundable. Here you have something that non-refundable. Tuition fees is refundable, but administrative fees is non-refundable. Then in between your this process, you have to simultaneously apply for DSU scholarship also. That what you have to do is that you have to fill an online application form. And everything. Once you make your account on Polyme portal, you have to do everything on that account. Okay, so on same account you have to fill the application form of DSU scholarship, and those affidavits required for the scholarship, you have to email them separately. Okay, and then you have to do your enrollment, means you have to pay your tuition fees and upload some 2 or 3 enrollment documents. And after that, your final procedure will be your visa. Now, as you all know that main problem is visa. That this year it is very much difficult to get visa. They created a lot of problem. So everything has some pros and cons. So these are the pros, that the application procedure is easy and they don't need any very much required from the student side. But the visa procedure is a little bit difficult. You'll find it a little bit difficult because the embassy and the university don't have any connection. So they do their work separately. So for visa, you have to check regularly the latest updates, the latest guidelines which they want, and because they change the required documents time to time, so you have to check it on VFS website. Yeah, and in the application, in that visa procedure also, you have to do document attestation. So here, as you can see here, that document attestation, you have 2 options. SOV means a statement of verification. So a statement of verification is done through an Italian agency known as Cimea. So in which you have to upload your degree and transcript on My Diplomi portal. Okay, and you have to pay 150 euros. Okay, 150 euros for a statement of verification. And they give you a document, a paper through email. Okay, so you can use it in place of, or you have to do the HRD from Lucknow and apostille from Ministry of External Affairs, New Delhi. Okay, so it is your choice. You have to do SOV or you have to do HRD or apostille. And then one thing you have to require for your declaration of value, it is also an enrollment document, also a visa document. They ask you for DOV. Okay, so also here you have 2 options. Okay, SOC means a statement of comparability, and the second option is that you have to check the updated guidelines of the embassy, because they updated from every week or every month, you can say. So you have to check that. But my personal opinion, what I suggest to the new students is that in the first section, means HRD and apostille, do it. Okay, don't go for SOV. Okay, don't go for SOV, just HRD and apostille. Okay, and in the declaration of value, do it SOC. Okay, just pay 150 euros and do it, because it will make your visa application stronger. Okay, if you don't have your visa application stronger, then all the administrative fees and all the money you invest in application and will be wasted. Okay, so if you want that you get your visa first time, and you have to make your visa application as strong as possible. Okay, so my suggestion to the new students will be that document attestation, do it HRD and apostille, and for declaration of value, then do it do SOC. Okay, because in the new guidelines, it is they make it very hectic for students. Like first you have to do HRD apostille for your original documents, and then they also ask for translation, and then of the photocopy documents also, means HRD karao original का भी और HRD कराओ फोटोकॉपी का भी, और फिर उसका ट्रांसलेशन भी करो और बहुत सारे पैसे खर्च करो. So and they are also asked for like your university is autonomous, or your university is government or state government, central government, and many documents. So it is very I'll suggest you to do SOC. Okay, go on My Diploma portal and upload your degree and transcript and your passport also. You must have your passport for all these procedures. Okay. So this is the after admission procedure.
Coming to the next stage, if you got the admission here and
got visa,
you got visa and you came to Polyme, then first thing you have to decide whether you have got the university accommodation from the DSU scholarship, or if you got any merit-based scholarship, then you will get the university accommodation. And if you don't get the university accommodation, then don't worry. They will provide you the amount of from which you can rent the apartment or rent the room outside and can live there. But
it is good if you get the university residence. Try to get.
So Polyme has almost 6 or 7 residences which you can get. And after coming here, the main thing which you have to do, you have to verify your documents at the university. And after that verification, all the scholarship amounts and will transfer to your bank. Without verification, it's not possible. And also you can't get access to the Polyme services, as like you can't install any softwares and can't
open your bank accounts also. You can't do anything. So
this is the important thing which you have to do after coming here. And if after you're living, after you started living here, you have to apply for the resident permit and also the travel card for traveling here. But
for verification, it's not like that you go to the desk and give your documents that verify. You have to take appointment remotely or in person. So I'll suggest you, if you got visa and you are in India or in your respected countries, then take the remote appointment for your document verifications. Because if you do late for your document verification, you'll get dates of 1 month or 2 months later. Okay, so it will be good if you take the verification appointment remotely. Okay,
and the next part of the admission, and also difficult part, comes after coming here, because as you can see, these if we compare if we compare the admission process and the next phase of the masters, that after coming here you will find the coursework is very difficult. It's very, very difficult than what we have taught in our colleges. So if you are
it's
coming,
not like that sir के chamber में चले गए sir थोड़े से marks बढ़ा दीजिए. It's not बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं है यहाँ पर.
And you have to work, you have to study hard, work hard, and also you have to cook your own food. So it's the difficult life here. But if you manage everything, then it will be very much. You can do it with very easiness. So
as I said earlier, that all they want is your dedication. So if you are dedicated to your respected courses, you will find your course very much easy. But if you don't, then you will find it very, very, very much difficult.
Okay. And the another thing is that there is a language barrier, because in Italy you won't find that everyone is speaking English. You have to learn Italian, at least talk with if you are going or somewhere to buy something, purchase something, then you have to learn Italian. And also from last year,
from this year, it is mandatory to upload B1 level Italian language certificate. So you have to learn Italian.
You have to learn. You can learn there, or after coming here, you can take the course from the Polyme, which they provide.
It is a free course. You don't need to pay any fees for that.
Okay. The another part, which if you got admitted here, and you will find many various programs which you can see in the university, that these programs are like Erasmus, ASP, and from where you can attend the courses, or you can do your courses from the another universities. After applying in the international mobility, you can also do the your thesis from the another universities. So it's the what you can say.
Apart from your studies, you can also it is like you can explore the European culture. So साथ में studies भी हो जाएंगे और आप explore भी कर पाएंगे.
And also the another program is ASP, Alta Escola Politecnica. This is the joint program of Polyme and Polito, from which if after getting admission you have to apply for this, and they will select almost 90 students to do the projects and go to the both the universities, take you to the company, and in the team you work together with all the students from the different branches.
They will assign you some project.
And these programs will enhance your profile and
your CV. It is very good.
Okay, and talking about the internships and the industrial thesis, Polyme provides the career service portal, from where you can look out all the internship and also the thesis programs. If you got the internship and you go there, you will do the internship in the company, and you will. You can change your. You can just submit your thesis as like what you have done in the company. You can also submit it as your industrial thesis, and it will. You don't have to do the thesis separately in the university. Okay. So talking about after the graduation from master's, if you graduated and completed your master's, you have mainly 3 options. You can go for the PhD programs, or the another one is the innovative startup. There is a the Polyme provides a Polyme hub, which from where you can do the where you can give the idea to the Polyme, and with the collaboration of the many companies and also the municipality of Milan, you can work with, and
And then you go for
and
jobs.
also you can go for jobs. Talking about the PhD programs, PhD program mainly open in the April or May, and the requirements are given here. There is no tuition fee for the PhD programs, and also if your profile is very strong, they will see your application. Then they will provide you around 1,000 to 1,500 euro per month. And also talking about the Polimi Hub, it mainly supports the your idea of the innovation, and they supports to establish your startup.
Okay.
Okay. Next, this is the career service which Polimi provides. I have given the link of the career service here. After this link will only be available after you got admitted here, and this link will be available for all the alumni. What we have seen that after graduation, within 1 year, this is the data which Polimi provided, that within 1 year, all the engineers, architects, and designers, mainly got 84% of the alumni got their job within 1 year, and architect got the job within 77% architect got the job within 1 year, and also the designers also got the job within 1 year. So university is providing all the services.
Here you can say that what is the quality of education is that within 1 year, how much it is very good. 84% engineers, 77% architect.
So
this is the quality of education they provide.
So these are the company which are in the partnership with Polimi. You can also go
join them.
Okay.
Thank you. Stop sharing.
If someone have any question, they can ask in the chat box.
Okay.
What is the minimum amount of family income to be eligible for a scholarship? Which year is final year? You must have in your final year. If final semester. Not in final semester, because the call is open from September to December. First call opens, and a second call opens from January to March. So if you are in your final year, you can apply. Okay. And Mohammed Rizwan's question is that, and I think no attestation is required. Yes, for SOC statement of comparability, no attestation is required. You simply have to upload your a photo PDF form of your degree and transcript. Okay, what is the minimum amount of family income to be eligible? It differs. We can't say that this is the minimum amount. So basically for DSU, they provided 3 brackets, means from 0 to 23,000 euros. Okay, so if you have your family income composition plus your property amount, okay, add the two. If you have from between 0 to 14,000 euros, you will automatically put in first bracket. Okay, so first bracket scholarship is around 5,500 euros. Okay, and second bracket scholarship from 14,000 to 17,000 euros. Okay, so you will got second bracket, and from 17,000 to 23,000 if you have your family income. You will get the scholarship of third bracket. If you got the first bracket scholarship, you will get full scholarship from around 5,500 euros. Second bracket is 4,400 euros, and third bracket for almost 4,000 or 400 4,100 euros. Okay.
Okay, is it necessary to publish one research paper for going
Not
abroad?
at all. For going abroad, because the university criteria differs. But in Italy, you don't need any publications. Okay. For masters,
you just the entry requirement is only you have the 70%.
70%, which is better for CS, MTech from IIT or MS from Italy. I don't know. What's the thing that makes Italy different in comparison with countries like Germany, Canada?
Okay.
If you got your full scholarship, means maze.
Okay. What he is asking, what is the thing that make Italy different in the comparison with the countries like Germany and
How
Canada?
much easy is the application procedure?
Application procedure is very easy, and also the scholarship which you are getting, it's very easier to get here.
Yeah.
And also if you are applying in Germany, Canada, the cost is very high. Or say
Germany and other European countries, they at visa application time, they want a block account. But in Italy, you just have to show a bank statement of last 3 years of your family or any relative. Okay, so it is good.
Do we need to reapply scholarship DSU every year? What are the criteria of the reapplication? Yeah, every year the criteria is like same. If you are applying for the first time, then you just need all the documents which you have attested as like a property certificate and income certificate which you get on the notary pad, and also the every year is like the same.
A very helpful session. Those are looking for her and my sincere thanks. Where to go for? Thank you, Sohaib Ashraf. Where to go for more info regarding visa? You will find everything on your personal account of Polyme. Okay. You have to regularly open it. Okay. And you will find after admission, you will then in that section you will find many hyperlinks. You have to check them carefully. Okay. And for visa application, you have to take appointment on VFS Global. Okay, VFS Global site. You have to take the appointment, prepare your documents, and go for visa application. Okay. If we don't get any scholarship, then what is the total cost of doing masters in Italy?
Okay, for the first, as we have also mentioned that the
Italy is very costly. Milan is very costly.
It's like what you can say. The tuition fees is like 3,900 euro per year, and also if you are living here, then it will cost around 400 at least 400 to 500 euro per month. So you can calculate on that for per year.
It also depends on that how you spend your money. No, ज़्यादा खर्चीले हो क्या कम खर्चीले हो, that depends on person to person. Okay, so but if you don't get scholarship, then it will be very difficult. Okay, to survive in Italy.
The name of application portal. Just go on the Polyme website and you will find
website, or you can Google it like Politecnico di Milano, polyme.it. Okay, you have to make your personal account there. How did it cost you up until now? For me, it's like around 3 lakhs.
Yeah,
including my all the application fees, administrative fees, and tuition fees, and all the visa application fees, everything, and my living expenses in Italy. It's around 3 lakhs till now. But fortunately,
almost it cost if you are coming here, it will cost around 2 to 3 lakhs at least. From that, after 1 year, you will
because at every stage you have to pay some fees. Like first you have to pay the application fees. Then after admission, you have to pay the administrative fees. So application fees is 50 euros, and then 170 euros your administrative fees, and plus document attestations, since you have to go to the agents. So that Indian agents, they they do your 500 job in 1,000 or 2,000. You can easily understand what I want to say that. So everywhere you have to spend some money. So in document attestation, per document they charge according to per document. So translation, you can say 1,000, 1,200 per document. Okay. And apostille, again 1,000 per document. And for HRD, if you personally go for doing that, it's like 500. And if you are doing through agents, they will charge you like 3,500 per document. Are you getting what I want to say? Like, if you want to just put a seal of just 3,500 rupees for your degree, and 3,500 for your ट्रांसक्रिप्ट मीन्स 7,000 रुपीज. तो आप पर्सनली जाके कराओगे तो 1,000 रुपए में काम हो जाएगा. ठीक है.
Okay. Application fee waiver. Application fee is like 50 euro
50
for
euros.
Polimi,
Yeah.
but it's not waived. It will cost only upon you.
Is there any condition for applying 3-4 years after? Syed Mohammed Saib, what you exactly want to ask? Is there any condition for applying 3 to 4 years graduation? Not getting your point. How much TOEFL score is preferable? If you have TOEFL score, it is good. If you don't have, it is also good.
Yeah.
Just make an English proficiency certificate from your department and upload it. It is enough. Is there any kind of proficiency certificate required by life? Yeah. English proficiency certificate. If you are from Aligarh Muslim University, you have to write an application with your final year mark sheet and submit it to the controller's office. You will get it within 1 week. I really need to know the comparison of mechanical.
MTech, I think. MTech from IIT and from Italy.
Just give me an estimate.
Estimate of what cost, or like you are comparing with the quality of education, or what is the estimate?
Syed Mohammed Saib, can I apply after? Yeah. Of course, you can apply after BSc and medium of language, both. You can go for totally English and totally Italian. So since we are Indian, so we are doing in English. Okay.
Can I apply after BSc? Yeah, there are many courses which you can apply after BSc. Just go to the website and you can search what which.
No, GRE is not required. TOEFL exam make difference in amount of scholarship. No. Scholarship and your admission is totally different things. Okay. If you have your family income and compositions affidavit and your property affidavit, okay, you will get the scholarship. Okay.
But maybe it can TOEFL won't give anything also in the merit basis scholarship.
Okay.
It won't make any difference.
Quality of education is really very good.
Okay. So acceptance rate.
If you have 70%, chill karo, mil jayega admission.
CPI matters, yeah.
Yeah, just CPI matters and nothing more than that.
Duration of scholarship only for 2 years of master, because some of them completed 3 years, because it's not easy to complete masters in. Yeah, you can say, but the scholarship, the duration of the scholarship is like 2.5 years.
Yes.
They provide the DSU for 2.5 years, and generally your masters take minimum 2.5 years to complete because of the hard coursework. So if you are coming here, then you just have to make up your mind that you are going to graduate after minimum 2.5 years it will take.
Yeah,
So,
but
because of
no. One thing is also they have changed. The thing is that for maintain your DSU scholarship, you have to maintain some credits. Okay, in first year it is totally need based, but from second year it is a need plus your performance based. Okay, so if you maintain that credits like 35 credits in 1 years, and you have to submit your documents also, then you will get your scholarship. Okay, and but if you fail to maintain that credits, then it will be very difficult for you to maintain that scholarship. So for earlier it was like that you can choose like easy subjects also, so you can pass easily and you can maintain those credits. But from now it is mandatory that you have to clear your core subjects. Like I'm from electrical, so I have to clear my core subjects like materials or power system. And if I take the extra subjects, those credits will not be count. Okay, to maintain the DSU. To maintain DSU, the credits of my core subjects, only core subjects, will be counted. Okay, so from now they change this thing. They change a lot of things from last years. So keep in mind that.
What is the recommended CPI for admission? It's like if
7.
you
Minimum is 7. Minimum is 7. Okay. Thanks for. Thank you.
Can we take 1 or 2 gap after graduation from MU? Then
yes, you can.
Yeah, you can apply.
Yes, you can. Gap doesn't matter. One thing matter is your CPI. Just your CPI. If you have your minimum CPI 7, then you will get admission. They don't need anything from like your CPI. You have to GRE and research paper, nothing. But जैसे it ले आते हो, dedication. They all they want is your dedication and hard work.
Each application are checked manually. We don't really know what is the process of selecting its
manually or how they
maybe they check.
Anything?
Okay.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I guess if anyone has any other question, you can just Shireen, Api and Shahrukh Bhai can share their emails in the chat box if they want, and we can just contact them. And so thank you so much for this amazing session. It was more of like a senior giving advice to their juniors. Really interactive.
It was very much difficult for me. I wait for 2.5 months for my visa. You know, I got my visa in 2.5 months, and I know how much you have to be patient and sabr, खून पसीना एक करके आपको यहाँ आना है. Like एक टाइम ऐसा आता है कि आपको लगता है कि क्विट कर दो. तो इस जगह पर मैं बहुत बहुत थैंक यू कहना चाहूंगी तारिक सर को कि उन्होंने मुझे बहुत मोटिवेट किया, बहुत एनकरेज किया उन्होंने मुझे.
Yeah, he keeps on motivating his students a lot. So
thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah. So now I would like to call Saqib for the vote of thanks. Saqib, over to you.
Thank you. Hello everyone. I am Saqib Masood, member of IEEE AMU. Today I would like to take the privilege of presenting the vote of thanks on behalf of the whole IEEE student branch AMU and Women in Engineering Affinity Group. First and foremost, I would like to thank both of our keynote speakers, Mohammad Shahrukh Anis Bhai and Shireen Mahmood Api, for sharing with us the PPTs and having a Q&A session with the students of AMU. Thank you for taking time for us. I extend my heartfelt thanks to one and all who have put all their effort for organizing this webinar in MS series. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank the students for their support and cooperation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are really happy to have you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.